Mr. Investor, welcome back to the channel, guys. This is breaking news. I just wanted to cover this stock because it's particularly interesting and it's working around the field of Alzheimer's. And as you can see here, it's just exploded, absolutely exploded. So the market just opened. It was $55 before the market at closing time. It's already gone up crazy. And as you can see here, it's opened up at $67. The reason being, this Cassava science company right here might be a gold mine. So guys, this is an article from yesterday. I just wanted to show you this. It soared over 200% yesterday. And this is because it had positive Alzheimer's treatment data just come out. So the company was doing an open label study of a drug called simufilam. It's a lead drug candidate for the treatment of the Alzheimer's disease. So what Cassava Sciences was stating was that the cognition and behavior scores of the patients improved in just 6 months of this treatment. So I'm going to explain a bit about the company and explain why I think if it's true, the data, then it could be very interesting to watch this kind of company. Remember, none of this is financial advice, it's entertainment only, and it's only my findings and opinions. So now, as we can see here, I went on to Fintel and I wanted to see Cassava Sciences. I wanted to see how many institutional owners are there. There's 176 of them, and that is a 37.9% institutional ownership. And then I wanted to check what is the most recent filing, what kind of institutions are holding this company. Yeehaw! Cassava Sciences Inc. here, the most recent filing, boom, bada boom, BlackRock Inc. So we can see here that it says BlackRock Inc., the Vanguard Group. It's been added to lots of different index funds as well, and they are gobbling up shares. So BlackRock's got 1.9 million shares in this company, and the institutional ownership is just insane. They've been eating up shares. So lots of these websites, I don't know why they block me from filming my face, but yeah, we're going to take a look here at what they've actually achieved and accomplished. So Cassava Sciences are saying that it's now announced loads of data from an interim analysis of their open label study of simufilam. It's a lead drug candidate for the treatment of Alzheimer's disease. And then what they also said was the patient's cognition and behavior scores both improved following 6 months of simufilam treatment with no safety issues. So we want to know exactly how much did it improve by. So we can see here it says a 10% improvement from baseline to month 6. So this is early stage really. They're in the early stages of this treatment. It's only been 6 months and we want to see long-term factors and we want to see multiple studies. So in the same patients, the simufilam also improved dementia-related behavior such as anxiety, delusions, and agitation by 1.3 points on the neuropsychiatric inventory. So this was a 29% mean improvement from baseline to month 6. As you guys may already know, Alzheimer's comes under the umbrella term of like dementia, there's Parkinson's, all these kinds of diseases, and they're kind of diseases that wage war on the body and mind over time. So look at this. President and CEO, this is Remy Barbier, he's saying he couldn't be more pleased with the interim results. It's only been 6 months in though, so I want you guys to bear in mind that it's only been 6 months. And when you actually look at the data as well, there's only been like a group size of 100 patients. So with these people also having mild to moderate Alzheimer's disease, that what they're doing is evaluating the long-term safety and the tolerability of giving this kind of medication twice daily. So the next steps for these guys will be to actually make sure that they get into a phase 3 trial because they're in phase 2 at the moment. And then once they do the initiation of the phase 3 trial, this is actually going to begin in the second half 2021. Then they said they have to be FDA approved, and they recently concluded that they had a successful phase 2 trial, which is why lots of institutions and lots of retail investors are piling in at this moment in time. Based on today's results and inbound demand from Alzheimer's patients and their caregivers, the enrollment target for the open label study will be increased by up to 50 additional patients to a total of approximately 150. I think they actually need to do this with more people. There are so many people suffering, so if they can get more people onto the study, it will show a greater reliability and accuracy, and also make sure they get balance in terms of ethnic groups and also in terms of weight, you know, all of these different things that you could potentially have. So it could be weight, ethnicity, genetic makeup, all of these kinds of stuff. Then they just covered the kind of approximate market that they'd have. These many people are actually suffering with Alzheimer's in the USA, but there's so many people in China and so many people in Europe as well that are also suffering from Alzheimer's disease and an umbrella term of dementia. So approximately 487,000 people age 65 or older developed Alzheimer's. So this is a growing population, and as we're living longer than ever, they could have a massive customer base who will continue to use this medication. So as we can see here, we always look at bio-nanogenomics and we look at diagnostic tests and we look at research, but these guys, Cassava Science, are also developing an investigational diagnostic called Cava DX to detect Alzheimer's disease with a simple blood test. So these were both developed in-house, and both product candidates are substantially funded by peer-reviewed research grants from the National Institutes of Health. Cassava Sciences owns worldwide development and commercial rights to its research programs in terms of Alzheimer's disease and related technologies without royalty obligations to any third party. Hey baby, I'm back in the room. Oh yeah. Yeehaw! So guys, shout out to this channel called The Investing Channel, because I wanted to do a quick research and background, and I need to verify this because I can't find it anywhere so far. But this lady right here was saying that the CEO Remy actually managed to buy up 100,000 shares just before New Year.
On New Year's Eve, shares of the firm jumped 33% on news that the company's president and CEO, Remy Barbier, had acquired 100,000 shares. This followed Barbier's purchase of 15,198 shares over the course of December.
So why is this all important, you know? I want to show you because there's a massive market for anything to do with the umbrella term dementia. So the World Health Organization is saying dementia is a syndrome of usually chronic or progressive nature caused by a variety of brain illnesses that affect memory, thinking, behavior, and ability to perform everyday activities. So here we can see with dementia worldwide, it's currently estimated at 50 million people suffering from dementia. And they're saying that this is going to triple by 2050 because we're living longer than ever. And also this is a progressive disease. So we may not know that we have it now as young people, but in the future we may develop it. So when I say there's money to be made in this category, I remember doing research for a company. I was researching for a marketing company on who we can actually address and pitch to for producing videos for. It was like a video marketing company. So here, I remember seeing this company and I thought to myself, oh my goodness, these guys are making paper. So this kid here, he was not a kid, he's a grown man. He was at university at the time, and his late grandma was struggling with dehydration due to her dementia. So dementia patients and people with Parkinson's and Alzheimer's often forget to eat and drink. So this guy found a way to make sure that they stay hydrated. So Lewis Hornby launched his company called Jelly Drops, and they look something like this. So they're these little jellies that come in a whole multifarious array of colors. They come in red, blue, pink, green, yellow, all these bright colors that they can produce. And you're thinking, why is this important? Because actually with dementia patients, they forget to eat and drink, but when they see these bright colors, they remember what sweets are like, some of them. So they actually pick these up and they eat them. And the best thing about them is they're 95% water, they've got added electrolytes, they're sugar-free, natural flavors, no artificial colors, and they're vegan friendly too. And do you know what happened to this guy's business? This guy's business went through the roof. They were ordered like hotcakes, and he was just trying to make sure they can keep up with manufacturing and production. And he was trying to find a way that he's able to send this to Canada, send it to USA, send it across the UK, across Europe. Everyone was demanding it for their relatives to make sure they stay hydrated. So it was a crazy innovation that he's created. And they just look so delicious, baby. And I want you guys to remember though, I'm not telling you to buy, I'm not telling you to sell. I don't have that power to give you anything like that. I'm not a financial advisor, and this is for entertainment only. But when you see companies like this, you have to figure out, you know, is their product viable? Can they actually make money? And they're on phase 2, but will they get through phase 3 and eventually be approved to run these kinds of drugs? Because if they're able to run these drugs and have it mainstream, and they're actually able to improve the cognition and the behavior of people suffering from Alzheimer's, they may be in a very lucrative market, especially if this gets into like the NHS or this gets into lots of care agencies as well, and they're clinically approved across the world. As always, this is the first time I've looked at this company. I haven't deep dived into it, I haven't looked at their history, and you know me, I love to deep dive into research before I invest into a company. So make sure you do your own research. This is for entertainment purposes only. And if you enjoy these kinds of videos giving you updates on new stocks, please click the join button if you can. It's only 99 cents, but if you're unable to, just you clicking like and clicking subscribe on this video means the world to me. I love you and I appreciate you. Yeehaw! Mr. Investor over and out, baby.